like to shout out? Any at all? No, we don't know each other well enough, that's right. I've got a new guilty pleasure. It's Stacey Dooley. We've got any Stacey Dooley fans in the room? Yeah? What do you love about the Dooley?
I like it when she sleeps over at people's houses and they're all mental.
That's it, in a nutshell, that is the Dooley. But basically, for those of you who aren't familiar, she's one from Luton who does hard-hitting documentaries on like drugs, gangs, incidentally some lovely adverts for Nice and Easy. But the way she presents, it's like she's been plucked from Love Island and placed in like a line of duty, because she just says things like, wow, I ain't seen nothing like this before in my life. And the guy beside her was like, well, Stacey, this is an industrial meth lab. I think you're from Luton. Sorry, all the Luton people out there. Like, you know, and another one, she met this former gang member in Chicago, and he said that 65 of his friends had been killed in gang warfare, and her response was, yeah, it's not on, is it? It's wild, it's absolutely wild. But I would just love to see her paired with, like, you know, a genuine psychopath, you know, like Ted Bundy or someone like that. I can just imagine her, she's like, babe, you're a good looking fella. What are you doing eating people for? No, it's just unbelievable. But my all-time favourite is Louis Theroux. Did anyone see the one he did on polyamory?
Yeah.
Oh, mwah! What an episode. The best, no, actually, to be fair, pairing Louis with polyamory is like bringing a vegan to a barbecue. It's just so awkward but fascinating to watch. Do you know what I mean? The best bit is when he met Brad, Trish and Brian. They were the most unsexy throuple I've ever seen. Anyway, he got to know them, and then at one point he was like, you know, so, I'm just wondering, how does it work in the bedroom? Now, for all the tension behind this question, you may as well just looked at the camera and gone, it's a double bed and a single bed shoved together. It's Brad, Trish, and Brian spooning. It's like a BL Trish. It's just Louis peering down. And then he goes, so, what happens when it gets more physical? Now, this is where Brian picks up and he goes, well, I can't last very long. So when I finish, I go downstairs and play Xbox. But Brad can last a really long time. The camera goes to Brad, he's like, Brian's not done, and he goes, but you know, I'm real good at foreplay and Brad isn't. The camera goes back to Brad, and he's like, nothing fazed Louis. It was incredible. I loved it. How did we get from Attenborough to Dooley, though? Do you know what I mean? So we got from driving a Rolls Royce to thumbing a lift. It's bizarre. But I found out something recently. Apparently, if you put a pineapple upside down in a trolley in a supermarket, that means you're a swinger to other swingers. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that either till recently. Like, what? I didn't know all these codes existed. You know, like, I was in Aldi one day, because I don't like little. And I was pushing the trolley, and I had a pineapple upside down, not knowing. And this woman walked up and placed a coconut, very, you know, purposely in the trolley. And I was, is that a code? I don't know why I asked you. I am not saying she's a swinger, alright? Maybe it is a code. But to be fair, she was in her 80s, so it could have been dementia more than swinging. But I remember I was chatting to my girlfriend, and like we were kind of chatting about different things, and she brought up swinging, and I was like, yeah, that'd be mad, wouldn't it? She was, you know, would you ever try it? And I was like, well, you know, the sex would be amazing, but, you know, there's the codes and the logistics, and, like, where do you get a masquerade mask, you know? Like, I wouldn't know where to begin. And she looked furious. She went, you bastard. I thought you were going to say you couldn't be with anyone but me. So I'm single now. I went on a date recently, and I was with this girl called Hebe, and she's exactly as posh as you're imagining. You know, she had all the hallmarks, the disheveled hair, barber jacket, and what can only be described as a ferocious appetite for cocaine. At one point we were chatting, and like, you know, the night progressed nicely, and then at one point she goes, oh, you know, I just love working in the animal shelter because, you know, I'm a natural empath, you know. And at this point, a girl at the table next to us just politely asked Hebe if she could move her chair, to which Hebe replied, why don't you move your chair? Came out of nowhere. I was stunned. Like, for the rest of the night when we were having sex, I just couldn't stop it. It was so uncomfortable, you know, but I'm aware we're all being judged on dates. I know that. I know. I probably give off like a big friendly giant vibe, which is really nice, but no one wants to fuck Haggard, okay? Let's just But, you know, if there was like a swingers party where it was like a Harry Potter theme, like imagine Hagrid hooking up with Dobby. Alfred tried to ride a cat, you know? I don't know why I chose to finish on that, but guys, you've been absolutely absolutely lovely.